Hi there. As the semester comes to an end, I thought it would be appropriate to do a video post to conclude my ePortfolio. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reflect on my CSL experience with the Heart and Stroke Foundation and just discuss how some of the concepts learned in class were applied in a practical sense. So more specifically, I'm going to give you some background information on some of the activities that I did with the Heart and Stroke Foundation, as well as how they touch upon various concepts learned over the course of the semester. So over the past 4 months, I've become very involved with the Heart and Stroke Foundation. For example, I have been trained to give community presentations on a variety of healthy living, heart disease, and stroke-related topics. According to the Ottawa Charter for Health Promotion is the process of enabling individuals to increase control over and to improve their health. So by conducting these community presentations, I am providing strategies and suggestions to different populations within the community on how to optimize their health. I think this would be an appropriate point to mention that although I am providing them with evidence-based information and strategies and suggestions on how to improve their health, they don't have to actually use it and apply it to their life. I am simply enabling them to make healthy choices and telling them how to do so if they wish to make a change in their life. So this falls in line with the principle of enablement as discussed by the Ottawa Charter for Health Promotion. Enablement states that people cannot achieve their fullest potential health unless they are able to take control of the things that determine their health. So these community presentations are really just one piece to the puzzle. Throughout my time at the Heart and Stroke Foundation, I've also received training to give heart-healthy kids presentations. So what these presentations do is promote fun activities to kids on how to stay active at home and at school. So this portion of my CSL experience has really made me feel accomplished. You may be asking yourself, well, why do you feel accomplished? Well, since childhood obesity is a growing concern in the world, I feel like what I am doing with these presentations is really having long-term positive effects in a global context. I am just one of the thousands of volunteers at the Heart and Stroke Foundation who give these presentations, but every single one of us are needed in order to make a change around the world. Over the past 4 months, I also volunteered at a number of health fairs, and one health fair that really stuck out in my mind was a health fair that was held at the Mox on Oxford. At this health fair, I noticed that the Heart and Stroke Foundation really took note of the cultural values and collaborated with individuals who ran the mosque, something that really fell in line with a statement that was brought up by Narian in week 5. Narian states that health and illness are cultural concepts and different cultures manage health and illness in different ways. So the Heart and Stroke Foundation really made sure that the information that they provided at the fair was geared towards the target population. And since there was collaboration with cultural leaders ahead of time, this really ensured user uptake of the information at the fair. So we provided a lot of information about cholesterol, high blood pressure, and diabetes, since the audience that attended the fair is at an increased risk for having these chronic illnesses in their life. With the specific projects that my CSL group did with the Heart and Stroke Foundation, namely advocating for Bill 131 and raising awareness around sodium intake, we really got to apply the advocacy piece of health promotion in a realistic situation, as opposed to just learning and discussing about advocacy in class. It was really neat to see the success of our advocacy campaign surrounding Bill 131, as the bill has now reached its 3rd reading. The 2nd reading concluded and had a lot of success, and my group couldn't help but think that we just had a small part in that amount of success. So the second project that we took on was trying to raise awareness during Worldwide Sodium Awareness Week. The purpose of this project was to disseminate evidence-based information about the harmful effects that sodium can have on one's health. Again, taking into consideration the 3 pillars of health promotion, we educated community members about the negative effects of excessive salt intake, ultimately enabling them to change their health behaviors. So therefore, there is a strong emphasis on behavioral health promotion, ultimately advocating for individual behavior change. It would have been interesting to see how our impact would have changed had we targeted the socio-political aspect of health promotion. Here we could have chose to target businesses and different levels of the government to advocate for policy change surrounding the level of sodium in food. So just to kind of conclude this video post, although my CSL experience was an overall fantastic learning experience to apply some of the concepts learned in class, it would have been nice to apply the concepts learned later on in class on my CSL experience. I feel with the nature of our CSL projects, we were really stuck in the first 3 weeks of class and could only really apply the knowledge learned in those 3 weeks in a realistic situation. So I just want to sincerely thank you for taking the time to read each and every one of my blog posts. I learned a lot throughout my time in global health promotion, and I learned a lot through my CSL experience, and I will definitely carry the concepts learned within both aspects of the class to the next stages of my professional career. Thank you very much.